Aurora James is a successful fashion designer who's trying to reinvent her industry from the ground up. Alina Cho tells us all about it.
Of all of the labels in the fashion world, the ones applied to designer Aurora James are among the most eye-catching. At 38 years old, James has been called the fashion industry's #1 disruptor, who isn't afraid to challenge the status quo. Case in point, her Tax the Rich dress, worn by New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to the Met Gala in 2021, that raised eyebrows around the world. The tale of her meteoric rise has been documented by others, but now she's telling it herself in a memoir called Wildflower.
People say these things like, "Are you a little bit young?"
Okay, so I want to ask you about that. Why did you feel like now was the right time to write your life story?
I think social media has done such a great / horrible job at showing what it means to be a successful woman in today's society, right? It's like you have to be buttoned up, you have to be photogenic, and it's kind of just like we can't expect everyone to be perfect.
Aurora James's own story began decidedly less than perfect, an itinerant and what she describes as a painful childhood spent between Canada and Jamaica.
And I remember, Alina, so many days just praying to God, that I would find myself in a place that was more safe and more comfortable and really make something of my life.
Well, you say there was one year where you read the Bible back to front 3 times.
Absolutely. I'm looking for salvation and hope.
Years later, she says, those prayers were answered. In 2011, she was 26, traveling in Africa, when a shoe changed everything.
And you were mesmerized by this shoe called the Vellie.
The full word is Velskoen or Velskoen. We call it a Vellie for short. I saw it as an opportunity to actually work with artisans in a meaningful way instead of just having them on the mood board like normally fashion brands were doing.
And so James took her life savings, modernized the classic shoe, and sold them at a New York street fair.
I was just taking a leap of faith and trying to do something.
And that something paid off. Those handcrafted shoes were the first step toward her very own luxury accessories brand, Brother Vellies, praised for its focus on sustainability and empowerment of local artisans.
I came a long way from the flea market.
You certainly have.
Yeah. So now we work in South Africa, Kenya, Morocco, Ethiopia, Burkina Faso, Mali, Bali, Haiti, Italy, America, Mexico, really all over the world.
She earned herself a seat at some of fashion's most elite tables. Still, she wasn't ready to sit back and relax, especially in 2020.
You really started thinking about racial justice versus economic justice.
Black people are almost 15% of the population. Major retailers should commit 15% of their shelf space to Black-owned businesses.
And with that, the 15% pledge was born, asking businesses to do just that.
So Nordstrom, 10-year pledge.
Oh, 10-year contract they signed.
Hundreds of Black-owned brands have been added to shelves of major retailers ever since.
It's not just about checking a box and then moving on. It's how do we make sure that they actually do well in the environment.
It is an industry-transforming, life-changing.
The pledge itself called era-defining by Vogue's editor-in-chief Anna Wintour, and Aurora James hailed as a once-in-a-generation leader, committed to designing a better future for all.
If you could tell little Aurora, who was struggling back in the day, something, what would you say?
I think just keep going, and all of these things that you're going through are actually going to be really helpful in understanding the world and perhaps tweaking the world a little bit too.
Tweaking. You've tweaked. You've tweaked.
Thank you.